Yo, what's up? This week is a special week because not only is it the 52nd episode of NecroNews, which means a year of watching Ubisoft stink and Blizzard failing basic civil rights, it's also the first episode of NecroNews after we reached YouTube Partner!
Yay! Thank you to everyone who has helped us get this far. It has been an honor.
We're still planning out what to do for a celebration stream, but if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below.
Anyway, welcome to NecroNews. Remember to subscribe. Let's get right to it because we got a lot. Ark Remaster, a game that's had tons of drama, has gotten delayed till October, even though it was supposed to release late next month.
Just for context, the game was originally teased as a free upgrade to all Ark owners, but Studio Wildcard announced that the game would be attached to a $50 bundle with Ark 2.
No one liked this, so Studio Wildcard pivoted and decided to upgrade the game with a bunch of DLC attached at launch, and then raise the price to $60, while confirming there'd be no save file importing. However, they stated that they would work really hard to release the game into early access late August.
In their latest newsletter, they stated, "We found it challenging working with Unreal Engine 5.2, but at the same time, it's incredibly exciting."
Oh yeah, the official servers won't shut down until September 30th, instead of August 31st like how they were originally planned. So take that how you want. Okay, Ellie, let's play a game of WPWYF.
What?
That's just a taste of the topics that have graced the official Pokemon forum since opening up this week. Most of the forum seems to have been migrated from the TCG forum, requiring a Pokemon.com trainer account to post.
As Booster has pointed out, the forum has been flooded with less family-friendly posts such as these. I am immeasurably attracted to Gardevoir. What Pokemon is the hottest? Which girl would you tickle torment? Torment? Which girl would you tickle torment? Which Pokemon rips it out gas the loudest? I will let Sonia dominate me. And how do I beat Serena when I keep getting distracted by her feet?
Anyway, so as you can see, the forums are not being moderated fast enough. And there is a growing list of amazing titles gracing the site.
How Nintendo didn't foresee this coming is, you know what, they're very old Japanese dying men, so I'm not that surprised actually.
We got some smaller headlines that I feel like we should talk about. They just don't have a whole lot of meat, so it's another headline heck.
One-off segment.
While Apple has largely won the antitrust lawsuit filed against them by Epic back in 2020, apparently that's not good enough for them.
Since the case resulted in Apple no longer being able to restrict companies from linking alternate payment methods, they've decided to fight this lawsuit at the Supreme Court because Apple.
Waves are rippling through the game developer community, both AAA and indie, as the total budget for The Last of Us 2 came out at a whopping $220 million. Many developers have claimed that dev teams with that much money are just not sustainable long term.
This also explains why a lot of new AAA games can't be delayed, because there's already so much money sunk into them that delaying them would cost them even more money. Finally, popular upcoming action game Neon Echo has reportedly been abandoned according to Bilibili. Apparently, publisher Jinyun Studios has had an internal meeting about canceling several projects, and then the dev team for Neon Echo was fired.
So disgruntled fans have gone to the official Steam page, tanking its reviews in protest, so yeah. It seems like Valve has begun to crack down on asset flip games. Asset flips, for those unaware, are shovelware games that use stolen, bought, or publicly free Unity assets to push out a low-quality game. A good example would be games like Anime Stranding.
Through SteamDB's Discord, where they track the removal of apps, we were able to see that about 90 asset flip games were removed for various reasons. But when you have games like Tiki Tiki Hop and Fantasy Adventure, it really is quite a good thing that these are removed.
Not only that, but it seems that Steam is seeing the highest percentage of Japanese users since its launch. While this may not seem like interesting news, it's important to note that until recently, PC gaming wasn't as popular and was more expensive in Japan.
As for how this happened, it likely stems from a combo of lowered part costs, VTubers showcasing games, and Japanese devs finally porting their games to PC, and with more games on the platform, supply and demand naturally took over. So finally, the PC master race will win.
This is also a good reminder that the list for Booster's dumpster dive for the Steam Summer Sale is linked below. So if you haven't already, go ahead and take a look at it.
So there are a lot of mods for Skyrim, something like 69,000.
Nice.
And a lot of them are of the more adult-oriented variety. I mean, a lot of them. I mean, look at how many there are.
Unfortunately, with the rise and ease of AI voicing, it seems some of the voice actors are having their voices fed to an AI to in turn voice some of the not safe for work mods. In a Twitter post by Robbie92, there's a list of actors that he's found being included in various mods hosted on the modding site Nexus Mods.
Some prominent voice actors, such as April Stewart, Corey English, and Olav Alexander, are listed as some of the affected VAs. Though, as Robbie states in his post, it is by no means an exhaustive list, and that he may have missed some.
Many voice actors from the VA community, such as Jennifer Hale and Lindsay Rizzo, have spoken out against this, stating that they do not condone the use of AI for their voice, and that if a person uses these mods, they are stealing and abusing their work.
Unfortunately, voice actors are pretty limited as to what they can do about this because there's very little legal recourse for it. The best they can do is message Nexus or Bethesda and tell them to remove the mod, hoping that in time, Nexus will disallow the use of AI mods.
To facilitate this, Robbie has created a Google Doc which lists all the mods and the voice actors that are affected, advising all affected individuals to reach out to help stop it.
I think this is a little messed up personally. I don't think I could ever justify using someone else's voice for a porn mod. That seems like it's a little too much.
I can understand where the voice actors are coming from. It's hard enough being a voice actor without having people essentially steal their work and copying their voice via AI. But I don't see this going away anytime soon, and it's not just used in porn. For anyone who's into Hogwarts Legacy, some of you may know or have seen videos using AI to imitate characters like Sebastian and having full-on scripts for wish fulfillment purposes, to say the least.
Well, I personally think this is a really interesting story, but what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments.
For the final story of this week, we'll start by turning back the clock. Yuji Naka, the co-creator of Sonic, was also working on Balan Wonderworld,
It's Balan.
for Square Enix. While there, he learned two major Square Enix IPs would get mobile games via third-party developers.
Those games were Dragon Quest Tact by Aiming. It's okay. And Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, which is now defunct. He reportedly gained access to a website with meeting minutes and other materials.
Yuji then bought shares in both developers, selling them for a profit after their announcements, making the equivalent of $146,000. Yuji was then arrested on two separate occasions, once for aiming stocks in November last year, and then again for A-Teams in December.
I do wonder how he got caught, but anyway, Yuji has been sentenced to 30 months in prison, or 2 years and 6 months. But that's suspended for 4 years, and he may avoid prison time for good behavior, which when you include the transgression of creating Balan Wonderworld, it's a very light sentence.
Well, he does have fines totaling $1.2 million.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, I stand by what I said.
This week's Buried Alive Banger, a segment where we cover a game that our community doesn't think has had enough attention, is called Mato Anomalies. Who's to pick this, so?
Yo, so I actually haven't played this game yet. I had it on my wish list and on my radar long before it came to Steam. But basically, it's a beautifully animated and cel-shaded JRPG with a whole host of really interesting characters, and everything I've watched has given me the strongest vibes of Shadow Hearts mixed with Digital Devil Saga. So go get it. It's on sale. It's on the Steam Summer Sale. Get it now. Here are the upcoming games this week. It's pretty light. In fact, July in general is pretty light, but this week we get Exoprimal, baby!
It's basically Dinosaurs EDF.
Anyway, here's our schedule for the week. We try to stream on YouTube once a week. Otherwise, we stream over on Twitch, so follow us over there.
And that's it for this week. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this week's stories. And once again, thank you guys for 1 year of NecroNews.
Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.